Alright, what is up, ladies and gents? My name is Silaire, and after a very extended hiatus, I am finally back. And I figure what better way to come back than with Puppet Dance Performance. This will not be picking up where I left off 6 years ago, but rather it will be playing through Shard of Dreams with the extended mod. If you're not familiar with Puppet Dance Performance, it is essentially a Touhou Pokemon game. It is a standalone, fan-made, Pokemon-inspired Touhou RPG. While it is very, very heavily Pokemon-inspired, as some of the grass sprites in particular look suspiciously like Gen 3, it isn't a ROM hack. It is its own standalone thing. And as such, there is a host of mechanical differences. Things like catching puppets, the Pokemon equivalent in this game, as well as evolutions work very, very differently, and that's to say nothing of the fact that this game has its own type chart with new types and completely different interactions. It's very, very hard to get a grasp on if you've played Pokemon all your life, but aside from that, it's still going to feel fairly familiar in terms of, actual combat, I suppose. But yes, it's exciting to be back, and of course we're going to be playing Shard of Dreams, which added a bunch of new puppets to the game, added just a shit ton of stuff, completely overhauled the story, etc. And then, even then, we're using the extended mod on top of that, which is pretty much just like a fan-made expansion. It adds every single puppet that's been released since Shard of Dreams, which is to say the entire casts of Hidden Star and Four Seasons, Wily Beast and Weakest Creature, Unconnected Marketeers, as well as the Yorigami siblings from Antinomy of Common Flowers, and even Mioi from the Lotus Eaters manga. But yes, it's pretty girthy. It's pretty girthy. It also adds like a bunch of new moves, abilities, new zones. I think it makes some changes to the story as well. So it's like I said, pretty much just like a fan-made expansion. But yes, we're gonna hop right in. It's been quite a while, so I'm gonna take a little bit of time to decrust, as it is. Derust, I think, is probably more what you'd say. But this is just talking about the pseudo New Game Plus feature you get if you beat the game that was added with Shard of Dreams. So let's start with a mysterious lady, spoilers, talking to us. Hey, it's time to get up. Let's start with hello, shall we? Finally, you are here. How do you feel? Me, my name is Yukari Yakumo. This is the first time we've met, yes? Nah, actually. Very much so no. I've done this intro crawl many times. This might be a weird question for you, but have you ever heard of Gensokyo? Not at all, eh? Gensokyo, a place that belongs to all that has been forgotten. A world where the abandoned gather, including those who were only known through folklore. Looks like you're hooked already. Ooh, foo, foo. I'm not going to do the laugh, you can't make me. What an interesting being you are. Since we're so interested in each other, mind if I learn more about you? First of all, are you a boy or a girl? Me, the boy. Very generic-looking young man here. My name, of course. I need to type quietly because my mic will pick it up and it's very loud. Yeah, Silaire is quite acceptable. Of course, Silaire, such a pretty name. Why would I ask these basic things, you ask? Well, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it? Your name is what defines you. Keep it safe, all right? Next station... Oh, wait. The next station is Hakurai Shrine. Well, it's almost time. Time always goes by so fast, doesn't it? Maybe we will meet again sometime. Let's leave the fun for later. And here we are on the old bus. I will say, the Yukari there says that we've never heard of Gensokyo, and yet we do get the chance to choose our favorite character from Touhou right up here. All I'm saying is maybe this is what the hell was that game called? Pocket Wars or whatever sort of deal where Touhou totally exists in this world. It's getting hot here. Do you know if there's any vending machines around? Use your fucking eyes, lady. So yeah, we need to talk to everyone here, I think. Maybe we just need to talk to one person, but I don't know what that one person is. Although it looks like just another abandoned shrine, the myth of being spirited away starts here. Ah yes, Studio Ghibli. The myth says there's a path connected to Gensokyo from this shrine. What's Gensokyo again? It's a different world, or universe. Those are kind of big differences, I think. We can talk to Sumireko, sleep in here. What a slob. Oh yeah, there's nothing actually behind here. Yeah, we can't go into the shrine. Can't talk to the little Komainus here. We can later, though. Spoilers. Hey, are you interested in this place? That means you know about Touhou Project. Who's your favorite character? Well, there we go. That's the button I need to press. My favorite character is Yugi, but I've already played with Yugi. So I'm going to pick Momoyo, because I want to use characters from the new games, because why the hell else would I play the extended mod if I'm not going to use a party primarily of new puppets? But I'm going to pick Momoyo. I have played Shard of Dreams in its entirety, and I've played a bit of the extended mod. Enough to get my cheeks clapped by Miko in the Mausoleum. So that's kind of where I left off. I only did that yesterday, so I'm a little bit used to things already. But I already know more or less what my team's going to look like. I already know what, like, 3 members of my team, or 2 members of my team are going to be for sure. And then the rest is just going to be kind of a mishmash of various, probably new characters. Maybe I'll use some old characters here and there. But again, if I'm using the extended mod, I kind of want to fuck around with the new characters, right? But yeah, I'm picking Momoyo because she's probably my favorite. Well, she's my second favorite of all the characters that have been added post Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. Welcome to our world. Gensokyo accepts all. This is a rather cruel statement. But yes, my actual favorite is Joan, the absolute shit goblin herself. But she's available very early on, and Momoyo fucking isn't. So that's why we pick Momoyo as our starter. And speaking of Momoyo, our dear starter, there she is, the girl. Hey, why are you just standing there? Hello, Maurice. There's a puppet right in front of you, and you're just gonna stand there and do nothing? Wait a sec, you know about the puppets, right? You're from the outside world, aren't you? Okay, listen up. This thing here, right in front of you, is a puppet. These things just suddenly appeared and spread all over the place. These things will ambush you in tall grass, so you'd better have your own puppets ready. Oh, right, I forgot you're from the outside world. Oh shit, she's raring to fight! Well, you're not going to gain any experience just standing here talking about him. It's time for the real deal. Here, take my puppet and let's see what you can do. Do. And yes, we're going to fight Momoyo. As you can see, the sprite work is pretty good. Like, it's really weird. The art style, they don't quite crib Hemoglobin's art style 1-to-1, but the sprite art looks really good. It really fits in with the rest of the game. It was kind of my main concern when I heard there was a mod that added like a bunch of new characters, that it was kind of going to clash with the old art style, but it really doesn't. It looks surprisingly good, which I'm very happy about. And if she doesn't decide to waste her turn using Contagion, I am going to die. Doesn't matter too much, but she wasted her turn using Contagion, as promised. That is that's more or less what I had expected, but you know, we're gonna bring her death's door, and she's going to join the Sparty. Yep, that's it. I was going to say join the party, and then comma, spoilers. But, yeah. It seems tougher than most. I guess you can't beat it, huh? That's weird. What's she going for? There we go. We've sealed a wild Momoyo. We do have the girl. And no, I would not like to give Momoyo a nickname, because it just feels kind of weird to nickname Touhou characters, doesn't it? Whoa, did you just tame her? That's weird. Usually you've got to use a seal thread to do that. They don't just decide to follow you. Is this puppet so special, or are you just an exception? I have no idea what to make of this. Well, there's no use in just standing here and thinking about it. Let's make our way to the Hakure Shrine and see if the people there can help you. And, here we are. Wow, would you look at that? We're in Gensokyo now. Isn't that neat? Hey, what are you looking at over there? Come on! You'd think she'd be a little bit more understanding of me being baffled that I just wound up in a parallel dimension, huh? I see. So that's why you brought Solaire here. If that's about it, then let me do the talking. Well, I ain't very good at explaining stuff, so I'd be very grateful if you'd help me with it. Make my life easier. My name is Sanae Kochiya. This place is completely separated from where you lived by a great barrier. It is called Gensokyo. What? You knew that already? We can get straight to the point then. Currently, Gensokyo is being flooded by puppets. We haven't figured out what has caused this yet. It started during this spring, if I remember correctly. They suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and nobody understands why they did either. Their population grows so fast that I alone cannot suppress them anymore. I've been enhancing the barrier to prevent this incident from leaking into the outside world, but the fact that Solaire got lost here means that the barrier is far from perfect, and Solaire can't possibly return if the barrier stays at this power level. The manager of this barrier, Reimu, is busy solving the incident, and... Why are you people gathering here? You're right on time. This Solaire guy just came across the barrier from the outside world. It's getting more frequent these days. Not to mention, Solaire has a talent for taming puppets. Ellipses. You don't seem related, but I'm gonna keep my eye on you. You are Solaire, right? Please don't get involved too much. Just stay low until we can clean this mess up. You can't get back to your own world at this moment regardless. I'm getting pretty damn tired. Wow, language. Now get the hell out of here. Wow, can't believe my good Christian shrine maiden would swear. Sweet. So, we got kicked out. Solaire, the lady you met earlier, was the manager of this barrier, Reimu. From what she said, it's very unlikely that she'll lower the barrier for you. Don't you worry. For me, it'll be a piece of cake. You guys just enjoy the sunshine here, and I'll get it done before you can even put on your sunglasses. Is that just like a saying in Japanese that doesn't translate well, as Marisa being a bit of a weirdo? What, wanna come with me? This isn't me being cocky. This isn't me being cocky, but what can you do, really? Not much, as it turns out. Well, you do have some potential. Let's test this out. Is your little friend still following ya? There she is. It's time for a puppet duel. Since you're such an amateur, I'll give you a few moments to prepare. Talk to me when you're ready. There's no escape. You hear that? Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Hey! You want to hang out with me, right? There'd be nothing for you to do if you try to escape. Damn. Alright, well, first things first, let's go pick up some items that I'm not going to use. We will first get, I think there's one somewhere around here. Uh-oh, I'm a clown. I mean, there's definitely one right here. That one, I believe, was there in the original game as well. So we gotta pick that up, then we gotta go over here and pick this up. We're not going to need this for quite a while, because that is just a full revive, and full revives aren't immediately necessary, as you'd imagine. And we can we? Okay, no, we can't go get the smoke orb yet. So we're just gonna go ahead and pick on Marisa a little bit. So something that Shard of Dreams added was guaranteeing that all of your puppets have full S's in all of their IVs. That is to say, your starter puppets have full S's in all of their IVs. Which is very useful later on. It also gives them a held item, which is the Dream Shard, which boosts stats, but just for your starter. And we're gonna start with Marisa here. Are you ready? Yes. All right. Let's see what's the best you can do. It's a bit of a clunky translation, but if you're not familiar with the translation issues with Shard of Dreams, it was a bit of a mess, if I recall correctly. Took like 4 different teams to get this game eventually translated. So not terribly surprising that it has some dips in qualities here and there. But as you can see, the full SIVs as well as the Dream Shard are putting in a lot of work. This battle is pretty much unlosable no matter who you start with, I think. Because every puppet in the game has access to either yin energy or yang energy, those being basically physical and special. Well, focus and spread in this game. Not actually physical and special. Very, very different. And of course, the crit at the end, as you do. You get some mushroom powder, which sells for a pretty penny. And wow, you did amazingly well for your first attempt. You may come in handy sometime. Alright, I should get going now. Sunai should be taking care of the rest for now. I have to get ahead of Reimu, you know? She just teleports. There she goes. I'm quite curious about your talent for taming puppets. I bet there's something special about you. It's unimaginable how a normie would be able to cross the barrier, the strengthened barrier. Oh, by the way, some people in the human village are investigating puppets. Maybe you could start finding clues there. Unfortunately, I have to stay here as backup for when Reimu is out. You're on your own for now. You should be fine with your puppet. I'm sure she'll be your best ally. You might also learn more about our world in the human village. How about paying it a visit first? I guarantee you won't be disappointed. You know, I've always wondered, but why is Sanai the caretaker of the shrine? Surely Suika and small girl. What the fuck is the Inchling's name? Sukuna. Surely they should be taking care of things, as I just sprint back and forth in front of the door like a fucking idiot. So, we're gonna go take our steps, and Sanai is going to interject. Wait 1 moment, please. Just one more thing. Climbing down this mountain will be very tough for just you and your puppet alone. Here are some items that will help you out, and these are your Pokeball equivalents, of course. You can use these to seal a wild puppet. It'll join you after you defeat it if it is sealed. Let me read the manual for you. During a wild puppet battle, you may seal threat. Seal. It's a Pokeball, but you use it before you kill it, and then you have to kill them. Take this with you too. And this is your PC, which, despite them giving it to you, you can only use at certain things, at certain particular locations. Those being when we see Akyu puppets. And now she's gone. We're going to go right back up here, and we're going to interact with this because yes, we can get an Aum here. It's not particularly crucial that we get Aun immediately, considering you can find her in the Divine Spirit Mausoleum fairly commonly, despite what the wiki might say. But yes, we can get Aun, and she will be our next member of the team. She's a bit of a brick wall, as you might expect. She's quite tough, but not exactly the highest damaging character around. Also not exactly the speediest, but she's quite useful. Momoyo will be pulling a lot of weight early on here, particularly with the group of enemies we're going to be facing pretty early. She can pretty much single-handedly handle a particularly annoying early game fight completely on her own, as long as you can get her to level 10. Because at level 10, that is when she gets her second move. All puppets get their moves at the same levels. And now we talk to this male Tengu, who's definitely not the mod author's self-insert, who's just here to be like, hey, this is a mod. Hey, outsider, I'm glad you decided to travel into this alternate universe. Evidently, this guy's a ghoul. Gensokyo has a lot to offer, you know? And thanks to the efforts of its residents, it just keeps growing. But I suppose all of this is too confusing for you at the moment. It's all fine, you will understand soon. There's a place I have to be, so I'll make this quick. Always be on your guard around here. Even things that seem familiar to you could trick you. Either way, I hope you'll survive so we can meet again one day. Until then, enjoy your stay. Nice talking to you, Smooth Skin. I don't know why I decided to go with that voice, but sure, that's his voice now. I don't know, I'm guarding this shrine diligently. As long as I'm here, no suspicious person will ever make it through this gate. She's so cute. As you can tell, it's not quite hemoglobin. You can definitely tell that it's not the same, but it's the right style. It doesn't clash too hard. You're also not seeing, like, multiple portraits very often, so you don't wind up seeing them directly next to each other, which certainly helps the illusion that it's by the same person. But yeah, it is still pretty clearly not hemoglobin. And we're just going to run around here. I'm not going to bother catching Diose. I'm just going to try to catch the new puppets, and spoilers, but we can find Eternity here. I want to try to pad out our team fairly early on here, and I probably should have healed with Sanai before I headed it back from the shrine. Or not with Sanai, actually. You just sleep into bed now that I think about it. Get Momoyo up to 6. I believe next level is when she gets her first new ability. And yeah, we're just hoping we can get Eternity. There she is. There's the weird death god fairy herself. Don't really know what her deal is. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the post-Legacy of Lunatic Kingdoms characters. I kind of fell off on Touhou for a good, I mean, like, almost 6-ish years, to be honest. Oh, she's using Barrier Up. That's spread attacks, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's her spread defense that went up, and I use Focus. You can tell because it's red. Go ahead and use our Yin Energy. And yeah, I figured. We got damage ranged. It happens. Generally, the seal won't wear off in one turn. It does occasionally. I don't 100% know what causes the seal to wear off faster or slower. But I definitely do remember the seal wear. That might have been back during the demo, so that could be like something that's just completely changed since we're like, you know, the full game's expansion and the extended mod. That might not actually be a mechanic, but we can make offerings to the Jizo. I think there's a reason to do this, but fucked if I remember what it is. And here's one of the first changes you can see from the extended mod, is this. This little cut path was not there in the base game. We're probably going to switch to Eternity. I'm disappointed they've called her Eternity. I do remember back when she was called Eternity Larva. That was good. And this man, he's going to have a Mike, which is another difference. Look at Mike. She's cute. She's probably my favorite of the cats, now that I think about it. Could you make a full cat team, I wonder? Probably not. There's only 3 cats, right? Am I forgetting some sort of cat? Okay, hold up. Doesn't Koishi turn into a cat if she gets hit by... Like, I'm trying to think, because there totally is someone in the fighting games that turns into a cat if they get hit by, like, one of Mamizo's supers in the fighting games turns people into animals. And one of them turns into a cat, and I think that's Koishi, but I might be wrong. In which case, Koishi could count, right? There's probably other cats. I don't know. Fucking... There could be. Maybe there's some PC-98 cat that I'm just not remembering. Watch out. There'll be more puppet... Nah. We're just aborting that. That was just a complete botch. Absolutely, just completely incorrect. I don't remember what's down here, but I do remember there is an item here. Not particularly excited. Yeah, it's a Fujiwara Senbei. We're going to mainly have those to... Actually, I should probably use one of these, shouldn't I? Because my team is a little bit worse for wear, and money is not the hardest thing to come by. Maybe we'll just use Alan as our lead. I also don't remember if there's any encounters between here and the Pokemon Center equivalent. It's Chan! Hello, Chan. I will kill you. You know, again, this early on, there's not like a ton of strategy to be employed. Man, you seem kind of being an asshole, huh? What are... I guess I just should probably have checked my stats. That's the word that I was looking for. And Chen has decided she is just going to boost the defense that I am not even hitting. Do not be deceived. This game, it is tricking you into thinking that the AI is all garbage. But, that is not true. The AI in the end of this game is fucking brutal. Because it cheats. It literally just cheats. That's all it does. It just determines what you're doing with your turn and acts accordingly. And it is infuriating, and that is basically the entire back third of this game. So, you know, savor these moments where the AI makes just fucking stupid decisions. That was a crit, huh? Yoicks. On the flip side, it's not like Lily's doing a particularly large amount of damage to me anyway, so... Okay, if we're gonna crit twice, then sure, I guess that damage isn't too bad. Come on, let's... Okay, good lord. That's 3 crits in 4 attacks between the two of us. That is just a little much, isn't it? And evidently that killed. I didn't think that would kill, to be honest. I thought she would have lived on 1, but I'm not complaining. And now we have the rest area, where we can go to rest, obviously. We can also pick up some seal threads and some items if we're so inclined, but there's not really necessarily a need for that. Maybe we can... Oh, no, this is the man that has the seal threads. You're the one that has the... Senbei? Is that what the healing items are in this game? We're just going to sell all of this. Then, how many Senbei? Yeah, I could always use more. We're going to be giving some to the odd Jiso shrines here and there anyway, so may as well. Sure, get 6 of the damn things, why not? I probably should have gotten some tea, but I don't really think there's anything that's going to be threatening us with status effects anytime soon. Get another Fujiwara Senbei there, and were you so inclined, there's a Seija that you can fight right there, but I don't really feel like it. I don't think you're a fight, right? I'm avoiding bushes. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I can just, like, walk out of those conversations. I guess my arrow keys progress the conversation. This is talking about marks, which are abilities. This is talking about how you get skills, because that is one of the things that's very different about this game when compared to Pokemon. But, yeah, we're just going to fight Rascal Osamu. I mean, he does look like a rascal. That's the spitting image of a rascal. And we're not really super over-leveling them, unfortunately. But hopefully we will hit a level that allows us to get some new goddamn skills. Because it is a little boring just every single fight being, I use yin energy, you use yang energy. Wow! And I don't know if we're going to win the race at this point. I don't know, I mean, if we get crit, we're obviously in a pretty bad position, but, I mean... I mean, if we don't get crit... I know that I'm tempting fate by saying that. Okay. Fate was not tempted. But, oh, yeah, of course. Of course the fucking crits at the end. You know, I did get 2 crits in that earlier battle with Diose, so maybe I shouldn't be too picky about that. I guess we'll put in Eternity, since, Momoyo's already a bit higher level than the rest of the team. Doesn't need to necessarily be feeding her more experience. And we're going to, just, spoilers, are just going to use Yin Energy a bunch. That damage is pretty respectable. We actually outspeed Chen, which is a little surprising. I don't know, I remember Chen being a real speed demon, but I could be completely wrong about that, to be honest. As I take a sip from my delicious water bottle. Oh, take a sip of water. The water bottle is not particularly delicious, but the water held within, of course, it is. And, yeah. Unless she just suddenly... Oh my god, it was a fucking speed tie. Are you kidding me? I was about to say, unless it was a speed tie that I just happened to win like 3 turns in a row. Why did I send Alan out? Alan's gonna get outsped and get hit, but it's fine. It's not gonna crit. It's just gonna do 3 damage. I almost had to eat my words like a fucking idiot. Alright, well, I look like a goddamn clown. Here I was, being like, I'm gonna buy some senbei so I don't have to run back to the center, and then I just get Chen fucking killed. Now, could I use my max revive? Yes. Will I? I mean, clearly not. Why the fuck would I use a max revive at the very beginning of the game? It's absolutely foolish. Alright, that was a bit of a mess. Should we still have Aun out? Nah, I guess we should have Eternity out. I should have named her Eternity now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I did want to check how their stats are looking. I'm not really, like, super anal about this, so I'm not going to go out of my way to... that's pretty alright. She's a focus attacker, so, like, the fact that her spread attack kind of sucks is fine. But that's perfectly reasonable. She's really got very heavy focus defense investment for whatever reason. Her plus nature and her S rank in focus defense means she's going to be a bit of a focus wall, insofar as anything can be a wall this early. A rank speed, yeah, okay. Oh no. Oh, Aun, your stats, they're very sad. Okay, we might wind up replacing Aun when we get to a place where we can. I don't necessarily mind keeping Eternity, but those, the fact that Aun's attack stats are about as piss poor as they possibly could be is, a bit of a cause for concern. Especially considering there's going to be, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but Miko is a particularly nasty little encounter, and I don't think Aun is going to necessarily be, like, crucial to that encounter, so maybe it doesn't really matter if I level her up. Ooh, that's some good water. Alright. Place my water bottle back on the floor. Where it belongs. I could put it on my desk, but then it would rumble my desk and make my mic freak the fuck out. And we fight yet another Eternity. Encounter rates. You know, every once in a while the encounter rates are nasty like this, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, you're just gonna walk across like 20 patches of grass and not get an encounter. It seems like there's, I don't know, I feel like Pokemon has like a fairly narrow amount of variance, I suppose, when it comes to encountering new puppets, or when it comes... Oh, that was just not the way that thought goes at all. Pokemon has a fairly narrow range. These fucking crit kills are so unnecessary. I'm just imagining it being like Eternity doing like fucking Doom-style glory kills to finish off the... Come on, man. Why are you this way? To finish off the encounter. But yeah, no, I feel like Pokemon has a narrower range in the amount of steps it takes to encounter a Pokemon, as opposed to this, which feels like it can be anywhere from like 2 to 20. And I do need to remember, after I kill this Chen, and there's not really a reason to kill this Chen, because, like, this is not going to be much experience, but I generally tend to just fight most of the wild puppets unless I'm really tired of fighting wild puppets. Yeah, that's absolutely not worth it. No, this is where I want to go. I want to go here and get Aun's, or, Momoyo's new move, which is, of course, Purple Smog. It's a pretty okay attack. It's not that good. Also, what's her ability? Oh, she has Negative Aura. Is Negative Aura gonna be useful? No. It's kind of useful against, one of the encounters we're gonna go against fairly soon, but it's not super crucial. I also seem to remember this dude having... I don't remember what this dude has. I want to say that I thought it was, like, the Aki sisters, but he's a fisherman, I think. No, he's a farmer. He probably does have the Aki sisters, then. Yeah, he does. Alright, that's fine. We can just pivot to Momoyo. Go ahead, pivot to Momoyo. Then you're going to use, I mean, you're just going to use Yin Energy, because you're level 5. But, she does her fun little curtsy. Then we're going to shit on you with Purple Smog. Not quite a one-shot, unfortunately. Very close. Oh, shit, her speed. She's getting fast. She's gonna be mad. She continues to chip away at me. She will outspeed me. I'm just gonna use Yin Energy to conserve a little bit of SP on my actual good move, as we assumedly fight Niliko next. I wonder how many encounters have you fighting one of the Aki sisters, but not the other. Seems like they're one of those characters that's always kind of just a packaged deal, like the backup dancers from Hidden Star and Four Seasons. I mean, I was going to say the... What's their fucking names? The Yorigami siblings from AOCF as well, but they're literally a package deal even in their own game. We're going to get Apple Bomb with that 5% chance to miss that will come up way more frequently than you'd think. Because of course it does. That's just the way it goes. Man, I don't fucking know if either of these are you. I'm gonna use you as a tank, so we're gonna use this. I don't really know how good these abilities are, and of course keeping in mind that I'm not exactly looking for competitive viability here. Oh, here's actually an encounter that I don't believe was in the previous game. I think this is the encounter I'm thinking of. I might be wrong. Nope. There we go. I recently got spirited away here and got this puppet to defend myself. Do you mind showing me around? Well, I can show you the bridge I just walked across. That's about it. Oh shit! Own fight! Own fight! Ooh, no, I'm not gonna do an own fight where we just piss at each other with bad attacks. We're gonna have Eternity come in and just absolutely wreck house with Apple Bomb. Man, Good Luck is such a weird ability. It's just, why, like, you never want to use an ability, a skill, rather, that just increases your stats by 1 to begin with. But, like, why would you use one that randomly increases a stat by 1? It's just very strange. It doesn't seem particularly useful as an ability. And I did switch her in. I thought she was Earth. Is Nature not super effective against Earth, or is she not Nature? Or, not Earth, rather. Obviously, she's not Nature. What the hell's her type? I thought she was Earth Light. I might be wrong on that. But weren't you supposed to help me out here? No. No, I was not. I don't recall ever agreeing to that. What is your fucking type? Oh, you're just pure light. Oh. Ow! I thought you were Earth Light. I'm a damn fool. I mean, to be fair, she is literally made out of stone, so, like, you know, you can see where the confusion comes in. But, I don't know. Oh, here's Medi. You know, I'm not... Well, watch where you're going. You also have puppets, huh? Unfortunately, I've got no time for you. Now get out of my way. If you know what's good for you, you won't let me see you again. Spoilers, we see her again. But I'm not super knowledgeable. I was always under the impression, that's the word I was looking for. I was always under the impression that Medi was just, like, literally 100% poison 100% of the time, and if you ever touched her, you would die. Is she not? Can she just, like, do that whenever she wants? Is that why we don't die there? Or is this just... Or are they just not willing to have murder happen in this light-hearted fucking Pokemon RPG? You know? It could be one, could be the other, who knows? No one here says anything particularly relevant, I think. This place attracts a lot of chatty people. It's a good place to gather information. Well, these are all just rumors. I can't guarantee their credibility. Do you actually say anything useful? There's a new name on it. That's me, probably. I don't know. People have a special background and... Yep. I haven't seen you around. You have puppets? Use the rest area frequently. Even if your puppets have HP, you can't use their skills without SP. Alright, nothing too important there. But yeah, I think that just about does it. When we come back, we will go head over to the pub where Mioi works. Just kind of do some stuff, clean up some odd ends, and then progress with the story. But until then, I think that'll do it.